As the earth is carbon bombed by poisons, I keep it safe. I keep it clean. I keep it here inside with Mega64antine.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
What's up with the height discrepancy today?
Yo, what is up with that?
It looks like you got the big chair today, Johnny.
I'm in the hot seat.
Johnny's in the big chair today.
Big boy Johnny.
Big chair Johnny today, everybody. Everybody out there watching Mega64 Quarantine.
Antine, yeah.
Mega64antine, Quarantine Cast, whatever you want to call it. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in on this lovely Saturday afternoon. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and we don't have COVID.
Hey.
So it's a good fucking day to be here. Woo!
It's so hot in here.
Some people out there have COVID. Johnny might be one of them because he has like the heat symptoms and he's sweating and overheating here.
Ooh, it's cold now. Ooh,
Oh, you're all fucked up today,
Fucked up,
buddy.
dude.
You look a little disheveled. You've been sleeping well. You've been taking care of
yes.
yourself.
Yeah.
Good. Good
I've
to
been
hear.
sleeping-
I
I've been-
noticed you're drinking a Zevia.
A Dr. Zevia.
A Dr. Zevia.
Just what the doctor ordered.
That's not healthy. Not as healthy as this. Nutter's coffee.
Oh.
Blueberry flavor today. We're not sponsored by any beverage company. We just like to talk about our beverages here on this show.
I would love to get sponsored by a beverage company.
Yeah, what beverage company would you like to be sponsored by? We were previously sponsored by Kickapoo Joy Juice.
Yeah.
I don't think they're in business anymore.
Are they not?
I'm pretty sure they went out of business,
Oh, no.
which is why we're not
Shuts out.
sponsored by them anymore. We got sponsored by Kickapoo Joy Juice on the Mega64 main podcast a few years back, about 10 years ago. And you learn some things. Being in the entertainment industry, it's the school of hard knocks. Sometimes you learn things as you go. And I learned a lot about promotions and sponsorships with that one because I thought it would be funny to make a joke. I was joking.
Oh, yeah, I saw this clip.
And I said, Kickapoo Joy Juice is a good sponsor. I like the sponsorship, so I like the drink.
Yeah.
If they stop sponsoring us, my opinion might change. I might say fucked up stuff about the drink. And then I started to speculate the fucked up things I would say about the drink if the sponsorship failed. I was speculating. It was a hypothetical funny situation. And I started saying all this stuff like, I'll say like it has animal feces in it, like it causes cancer. This was day one of our sponsorship. And day two of our sponsorship was us getting an email from Kickapoo Joy Juice saying, please do not say our drink does this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, I was joking. Luckily, to their credit, those guys were like, we know you were joking. That's why we're going to give you one more fucking chance. Don't say it again. And we're going to have a good partnership and lesson learned. So.
I recently saw a clip where you kept telling people you were like, don't buy Kickapoo, just steal it. You went on this whole rant about how people should just steal the Kickapoo instead of buying it.
Yeah, which I still stick by.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. All these years later, you still remember Kickapoo. You still remember don't buy Kickapoo, go steal it.
Go steal the Kickapoo.
So that's a good fucking sponsorship. That's how a sponsorship works. Any publicity is good publicity as long as I get in your brain. By the way, when I say steal Kickapoo, the store had already bought it from the company. So I had already worked out the logistics that Kickapoo still makes a buck if the fans steal it. See, I'm big brain when it comes to marketing. Most marketing companies need to get on my level. Anyways, enough about that. That was then. This is now. This is Mega64antine. It is May 2021. We have been in this pandemic for over a year. And frankly,
it's over.
Frankly, people are sick of it. And it's over. I am starting to have to accept that the party's over, that the coronavirus, staying at home, not going to work, not wearing pants ever, all pajamas all the time party is coming to an end. I see people out on the streets not wearing masks. Restaurants are open. Disneyland is open. You know the world's going crazy again when Disneyland is open for business.
I got photos.
Amidst the pandemic. And I'm just hearing generally out in society that people are done. They're done. Like it or not.
They've been done for a while.
They've been done for a while, but now it's official. The CDC came out and said, you don't have to wear a mask outside. And people are like, all right, I'm done. We're done.
It's hard because I feel like California, we're doing like really great with all of this. And I've recently learned that vaccinations are like hit a kind of wall where instead of going up, they've been just staying the same. And I feel like we got everyone who wants to get vaccinated.
That's exactly what happened.
And now it's going to be this kind of like fight tooth and nail to get everyone else vaccinated.
Well,
So-
that's not my problem.
Yeah, we're vaccinated. We
That's
can
the
go to
United
Disney.
States government's problem.
Yeah.
I know there is a government initiative to get like 1/3 of American adults vaccinated by the 4th of July. They're putting together mobile community outreach programs to vaccinate hard to reach communities. It seems like a whole fucking shitstorm.
Yeah.
But at least somebody's on it, so I don't have to worry about it because somebody's taking care of it.
Someone sent me this. I don't have an image of it, but in New Jersey, you know what they're doing to get people to get the vaccine?
What?
They're offering, they're calling it a beer and a shot.
Nice.
So the governor came out and said, if you get a vaccine we're offering vaccinations at local breweries. So if you get vaccinated, they'll give you a free beer.
You know, I didn't put this story up, but there's a country, I forget what country it is. It might be like Serbia or something. And they're saying you don't have to get the vaccine, but officially no workman's comp or paid leave if you get sick with coronavirus.
Dude.
Basically, it's like, we're not going to force you to get the vaccine, but we're not going to pay you to be sick when you get coronavirus.
I want stuff like that to happen here. Like, I know people are fighting really hard against the vaccine passports, but I really want that. I don't know if that's like letting some weird form of fascism into my life, but like, I really like the concept of like knowing everyone in the area I'm at they are all vaccinated. Like, that sounds amazing to me. And I feel like that would help people want to get more get vaccinated if they can't go, let's say, to Chili's if they didn't have the vaccination passport.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm more interested in getting a vaccine passport than a real ID to fly in between states. I'd rather, I don't see the purpose of a real ID. It sounds like a waste of time. Sounds like Big Brother is trying to put his tracking device in my back pocket, if you ask me. For the vaccine passport, that's something I can get behind.
Me too.
Here's something I can't get behind.
What's that?
The poor saps that live in Indonesia. Now, hear me out. Nothing against Indonesia. I like Indonesia.
I hope watch that movie.
I hope to travel there someday. I've been telling everybody about the most badass action movie I've seen in the past 20 years. The Night Comes for Us, coming straight out of Indonesia. But check out this story. Indonesia has been having rapid COVID tests in their airport for this whole pandemic. Well, it turns out a new report, 4 people in the Indonesian airport of I can't pronounce this thing, Kuala Namu International Airport. I just had to try.
Yeah.
4 people were arrested for reusing nasal swabs on their rapid COVID tests. Over 9,000 flyers.
It's over 9,000.
Over 9,000 travelers may have been exposed to reused nasal swabs at Kuala Namu International Airport.
She knows. She's fucking upset about it.
Dude, 9,000 reused swabs. That's
man. Disgusting.
disgusting. That is really disgusting.
I wonder how many people got COVID from that.
A lot, I would say. I mean, I would say that is a breach of protocol, if you ask me. So be careful when you're traveling out there. I keep finding these stories from I feel bad because it's just all of these stories about how other countries are fucking up the COVID response.
We got the same story.
Oh, nice, nice.
I'll let you do it though. That's hilarious. I had a feeling you were going to do that.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stories out there about COVID relief and people getting COVID relief and committing fraud with it, Well, check out this. Apparently, there's a town in Japan that was given over $7 million for COVID-19 relief. And they spent $230,000 of it to build a giant squid statue in the middle of their town.
I'll put a photo up.
The town of Noto was given 800 million yen, or about $7.3 million. And they spent a sizable chunk of it just building this stupid squid statue. Yeah. And then they're saying, well, it promotes tourism because we're a fishing town, which is a great, claim to fame because there's only so few fishing towns in the world. Yeah. But if you got to go to one, you want to go to the one with the giant squid statue. You got to go to the squid statue one. They're making all these bullshit, people are pissed off.
Yeah, I was reading about it too, yeah.
You wasted all this fucking money, you pieces of shit. People need this money to fucking survive. And they're coming back, the officials of the town are like, well, I mean, you could take selfies with this squid statue. Kids can play on it. It's technically a playground. So, now I think we have 2 destinations on this show that we need to go to. The Nashville Wings Wall.
Oh, dude, so many people hit me up about the
Nashville
Wings.
And the squid statue of Noto.
Yeah. If you live in Japan, go find it.
I mean, the squid statue of Noto is an official Mega64antine relic at this point.
That's going to be a meetup.
That's a meeting point.
For all of our fans.
So that's what's going on in the world of COVID. We got some crazy COVID stories going on all over the place. But let's take a break from talking about some news stories and just touch base with each other. How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good. It's late right now, so I'm like really tired. But I'm trying to bring it. I'm trying to wake up. That's why I'm drinking this Dr. Zevia.
Yeah, Dr. Zevia, the world's greatest stimulant. That one sip of Zevia. Caffeine. 0 sugar contains caffeine. That's what you want to hear. Nah, you won't get fat, but it'll jack you up.
Yeah.
Make you all wired and fucked up in the brain. So yeah, I have nothing. I was going to make an announcement, but I don't really have an announcement other than to say it's been a while.
Oh,
it's been a while.
I thought you were going to cancel the show.
Since we've had guests on this show.
Oh yeah, it has been.
We spoke with the lovely Danhausen.
Yeah, recently. I miss Danhausen.
Since we spoke with him, he's been popping off.
Oh yeah.
We talked to him off camera for a little bit before the interview, and he was mentioning, I've been doing a lot of podcasts. I just did one where I was out of character, but I don't like to do that too often. And then it was the Conan O'Brien podcast, casually just.
Yeah, we talked
failed
about
to mention that.
Yeah, we talked about this. We said he got the Mega64antine bump. We brought him up.
That's true. We did talk about this. Time is a flat circle, I'm just repeating myself.
Cyclical.
But we have some very special guests in the works. People who some old friends that you haven't seen in a while, some new friends, and some interviews that you're going to be very excited to tune into. So stick with us in the coming weeks. We're going to have some very spicy, special, double chocolate loaded Wonka-esque episodes.
Wonka-esque, dude.
We're going to get Wonka-esque up in this show.
I'm excited.
So that's just a hint of things to come. You know what I'm excited for?
What?
Some fucked up, gnarly New York Johnny videos.
Oh, now you want them? Now you want the butt bungee?
So I think it's that point of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to Johnny's video corner and see what you have for us this week.
Okay, well first,
you kinky sly fox, you.
This week I have. First of all, I wanted to show some photos, if that's cool.
Okay.
I tried to show this last week, but this guy was cracking me up.
Okay, so this is Baseball Man wearing a COVID-19 baseball jersey.
Yeah, like fucking, come on, man. This dude probably thought he was so fucking funny. He was like, guess what I'm wearing?
Well, you know,
And he's got some wacky socks on, too.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say, this guy looks like a good friend of ours from the waist down. So I can't comment too much on the fashion sense, but I mean,
That got me.
it is an ironic shirt. It is an ironic shirt.
All right, here, I got some more photos. Here's a lovely couple.
Okay, so are these people famous at all?
I don't know. I just found this on Twitter.
So we have Fire Fauci, the little double F, and I'm just wearing this so I won't get fined. Well, that's smart because the fine is the massive hospitalization bill from catching COVID-19.
Yeah, because this guy's not getting the vaccine.
You know, at this point in history, the tail end of the pandemic, I'm exhausted with the mask bullshit.
Dude,
I
too.
don't even have the energy.
Cut to the close-up,
I don't even have the energy to pop off or make jokes anymore because it's like the ship has sailed.
Yeah, we're almost to the end of it.
I'm not even talking about masks anymore.
Yeah.
We've moved on to vaccines now. Now you need some anti-vax shit because the mask thing is passé.
Yeah.
So
I do have a lot of anti-mask shit today, so I apologize.
well, all
in
right.
advance.
We're gonna get it all. A grand finale then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to end, this picture shit. I don't have a good snappy name. Here's some photos from the first day of Disneyland opening from Instagram here.
Okay.
So, I think these were taken for Vogue.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Very in vogue. You know, Vogue, the world's most premier fashion magazine, bringing you all of the top of the line, cutting edge fashion trends from Paris, Milan, and all over the world.
Yeah.
Here we are with a Disneyland resort tank top.
Top comment from our boy Jason Cryer here. But yeah, this is not official, I learned. Apparently you could buy these on Etsy, but there's stickers that say vaccinated.
Oh, that's fucking cringy. Cool.
Yeah. Should I go to the next photo?
You know,
Or you have something to say about this?
I don't have anything to say other than why do you need to blend Disney characters with your vaccination history? What's
Derek.
going on?
I feel the same way.
What's going on in your brain?
Yeah.
Where your medical history needs to be presented through the lens of Mickey Mouse. Like, what fucking trauma did you suffer as a child?
Dude,
where that's somehow the Band-Aid that makes this, it's like the silver lining on all
They
this.
just see, I think they see everything through this like Disneyland like tinted glasses, and they're like,
Dude.
oh, I got vaccinated. I need to have the vaccinated pin. Oh, why doesn't Disney have that? Oh, I'll buy it on Etsy.
Bro, if this guy got like drafted to go to war, he would have the fucking Donald Duck AR-15 and the fucking Goofy and Mickey combat fatigues, and like, you know, he's like fighting terrorists doing
With Mickey Mouse ears on.
with fucking Mickey Mouse ears on. I'm like, at what point do you separate your real life from fucking Disney, bro? At what point is Disney not invited to the party?
Veteran. Like, it's just like, I just want to see that. Okay. Let's go to the next one.
Oh, there's more.
There's more
That was
photos.
just picture one. Okay.
So
cool.
this is, there's a sad little kid here. And this is probably, I
this
assume this is his mom.
This kid was like, I fucking hate my mom. I tell my friends I don't have a mom. I just have a big sister who birthed me.
Yeah, she forced me to come here.
This to me is so funny. This reminds me of that old meme picture of like the stripper taking a picture of herself in a bikini and there's a baby on the bed behind her.
I've seen that, yeah.
You know, like just the older caretaker in their own world, oblivious to the neglected child.
She was like, stop crying. I'm going to be in Vogue.
Now, honestly, I'm projecting a lot because that kid is probably just on his phone waiting for the tram to show up. Totally stoked to be at Disneyland. This girl may not even be his mom. She might just be some, you know.
This is what good art does. It, like, you know, you could read into it.
She's just some, you know, Elsa, famous Disney bounding supermodel, you know, about to do an OnlyFans shoot here in the parking lot. And this kid's
like, oh, I'm waiting for this.
This kid's like looking it up. Like, yo, Elsa OnlyFans? I'm on that shit. I'm about to see some.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. We're only on day 1. I wish I was quarantined at Disneyland. It's good to be home.
Oh, I knew this would like unlock some shit in your brain.
Well, you know.
I think we said everything about this person that we said with the vaccinated.
You know what? All I'm going to say is I look at this guy and I think, man, that's a gnarly sweat stain on his chest. Oh, it's the Disney castle.
Dude.
It's just not.
I think these are 2 different people, by the way.
Dude, the homemade shirt thing with Disneyland, by the side note.
Yeah, we need to like shut down all the mall kiosks that do
So
this
many
shit.
Disney homemade shirts.
Yeah.
Like people who it should be illegal for them to be designing clothing, make these Disney shirts. And it's almost so bad it goes around the world to becoming an art form.
Yeah.
Like this shirt, this photo should be in a fucking museum. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah.
It's in vogue right now, but in
Yeah.
like 50 years, this shit'll be in history books.
I hope so.
This goes around the world to being so cringy. It's like a culturally defining amount of cringe.
It's like that photo of the sailor kissing the lady. Like it's that important.
Culturally defining amount of cringe, dude. This is like, we need to remember what was going on in 2021.
Should I go to the next one?
I guess so. Holy shit. Tell the guards to open up the gate. Woohoo!
Hashtag open Disneyland 2020.
Yeah.
This was before they opened.
Yeah, this is from last year.
Yeah.
Tell the guards. Who's going to tell the guards? Mickey?
Yeah, dude, tell Mickey to open these fucking gates up.
Or are
dude.
we going to get like some real patriots down here, like Mickey Mouse militia? Maybe that dude comes
That's
back
them.
from Iraq
Yeah.
with those Mickey and Goofy combat fatigues, and he's like, this is fucking tyranny. We're opening up Disneyland for the people.
Dude, fuck yeah.
I wish we could get like an ultra conservative Mickey Mouse cartoon, you know?
Uh-huh.
That's all. Mickey Mouse with like, Blue Lives Matter.
Oh no.
By the way, I brought it up, so I'm going to go off on this
Yeah.
tangent now. I was in the car yesterday, guys.
There's more photos, but I'll cut
There's
to
a
the main.
little pause.
Yeah.
I was in the car today, actually, but I saw this a few days ago. I see it all the time. It's a Blue Lives Matters flag.
Yeah.
The black American flag with the blue stripe on it, but it has an added stripe on it. It has a red stripe below the blue stripe,
Yeah.
which I can only assume stands for Red Lives Matter.
Yeah.
But now, this is what I saw today. A third stripe has been added, a green stripe. Green Lives Matter, I am assuming. Johnny, green lives. Who do you think green lives are?
I'm assuming it's the army.
I'm assuming it's the army too. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't we already have a flag for the army? Isn't it called the original American flag? Like the actual American flag? Doesn't that pretty much sum up the whole fucking concept
Yeah.
of green lives matters?
Yeah. Green Lives Matters.
You had the flag and you adjusted it for what? And then let's take a step back to the Red Lives Matters.
Isn't it un-American to take off the colors of the American flag? Like to deface the flag like that? To add bullshit colors to it? I don't know.
To me, this is like take the American flag and then you spray paint it with the words America fucking rules.
Yeah.
And then you're like, check this is my flag. And it's like, bro, that was kind of implied with the original.
Yeah.
But Red Lives Matters. Who's against firefighters?
We were talking about that. Who the fuck is against firefighters?
Like, yo, you know, I'm tired of all people going against the firefighters. Somebody needs to represent them. You know, show them a little bit of love.
AFAB.
Yeah.
All firefighters are bad.
Firefighters are just objectively out there, unless there's something I don't know. Unless there's some shady firefighter shit that I'm not privy to and not aware of, I'm pretty sure that everyone is cool with the firefighters.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like...
So don't lump the firefighters into this new flag,
Yeah.
whatever's going on here. And just to reiterate, I'm pretty sure the American flag covers the whole message. I think
so.
I'm going to stick with the original. I'm a purist. Anyways,
Back to Disneyland.
We now return to your regularly scheduled programming. I'll get that one later.
Okay. So we got the tell the guards to open this fucking pit up.
Yeah.
Madball style. And now we got this is my favorite.
Why are they wearing a mask on a roller coaster?
I don't, they all look so fucking sad.
Well, that ride sucks to begin with.
Okay.
But you're outdoor, and I'm assuming you're in your own pod.
Yeah.
This looks like, to me, not fun.
No. What I'm hearing
Personally.
What I'm hearing is like if you go to like you could take your mask off at Disneyland when you're in a designated place to eat. If you have food and you're walking and you go to eat it, they'll tell you to stop. They'll be like, "Sir, put your mask back on." Okay. And on rides too, apparently.
But not people. To be an anti-masker, but did not the Center for Disease Control just last week relax their mask policy to say that if you are outside in a socially distanced open air setting, you don't need to wear a mask.
Yes.
Would Disneyland not qualify as an outdoor open air park socially distanced setting?
They said the CDC said that, but they also said in crowds and you have to put your mask on. So I think technically it constitutes like in this setting on this roller coaster by themselves, they're good. But I think Disney doesn't want to
That's
fucking
a pod.
Play. Yeah.
Those people are part of their own group, I'm assuming.
Like I don't think Disney wants to play at all. I think they're
Disney,
like, fuck you.
Isn't Disney at reduced capacity and it's reservation only?
Yes.
So that's not a crowd.
Oh, yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, and technically, like the CDC said in like large groups of people. And I think Disney is testing things out.
And I'm just playing devil's advocate because frankly,
totally
if you're going to Disneyland right now, Russian roulette. Like you're playing with fire.
I think they're trying to see how they can handle it as they try to get ready to open up to full capacity.
Oh yeah,
so
definitely.
So I think they're trying to be like, okay, everyone's gonna wear a fucking mask, and they're trying to see how.
And I know the answer is that Disneyland is private property.
Yeah.
And Disney as a company, for people who don't know, Disney pretty much runs Anaheim.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is in Orlando. I would assume it's the same.
I think so.
Disney runs the damn city and has a significant amount of political power with the state.
Yeah.
And the country. So even though the CDC says that when you're outside in a big open air place, you don't have to wear a mask, Disney can pretty much enforce their own policy with their own Disney police.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because they own most of the property
Disney
in the
police?
city that they reside. There is Disney police.
Oh, yeah.
They have their own private security force that wear white hats. And, dude, they're scary.
And y'all are afraid of fucking Dr. Fauci, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, next picture. This is... I didn't see this one.
Well, this is just a big Pluto fan.
Yeah.
This is just somebody, every dog has its day.
Yeah. That's enough said about that, I guess. My favorite Disney villain is my wife. Okay.
That's hilarious.
I work to support
That's
my wife's
wait a second.
Disney
Wait a
addiction.
second. This dude.
These are two different dudes.
This dude with my favorite Disney villain is my wife.
That's the funniest shit.
This dude's a G.
This dude is a G.
I'm fucking down with this dude. I want to hang with this guy. This guy married a Disney cuck, and he's like, I love this crazy bitch, but goddamn, man, we do a lot of Disney.
But damn, does she give good head? I can't.
Whoa, yeah, she's a devil in the sack. Okay, good old fashioned wife hating.
Should I move on to the next one?
America's favorite go-to form of humor is good old fashioned wife hating.
Exactly. This person's got a sick tattoo, I guess.
Well, that's just Frozen tattoo.
Yeah.
I think, all right, so here's the thing with this. Frozen hasn't been out long enough for this to emotionally resonate. Like,
yeah, is this Moana?
You're not young enough. You're not old enough to get a tattoo and also young enough to have Frozen be that meaningful to you. You know what I mean? Because like
it's
Frozen's for like really young children.
Yeah.
And like, when did Frozen come out? 2014?
I have no clue, but it's funny to me that it's like Olaf. Like that's what you're going for. Like That's what you're going to have on you for life.
Like, this is somebody who fell in love with Olaf as a late teenager, as a teenager.
I wonder.
I'm being so judgy right now.
No,
okay, real talk. It's a cool tattoo.
Yeah.
And that's probably the coolest Olaf tattoo I'll probably ever see in my life.
This has been the most fun I've had on this podcast in a long. Like, this is fucking so much fun going through these photos with you.
This mask is as useless as my governor, and yes, I'm talking about Governor Craven Gruesome, the fucking loser who tried to tell us that we had to wear masks, but guess what? I don't like it,
dude. This is such a vibe.
So, welcome to Disney. I don't know what to say, dude. You got the Disney ears and your political statement.
Yeah, fuck you. Like, if you're going to Disney day one, like during a pandemic, like, fuck you. Don't wear this mask. I know you want to make a fucking wave or something, but I don't know.
By the way,
yeah,
Gavin Newsom kicked ass during the pandemic.
Yeah, he got that fucking park open.
He got Disneyland the fuck open.
Up. Yeah,
he kicked ass during the pandemic, and people are mad at him because he curtailed to conservative pressure.
Yeah,
and he opened up the state earlier than liberals wanted.
Yeah,
just to get a little political here about what's going on in California politics. Basically, everybody's pissed off at this guy right now. Liberals are fucking mad. They're like, I can't believe you opened up the state, you fucking loser. And then conservatives are like, you piece of shit, you kept the state closed for too long. And this dude is like on his way out. He can't please anybody right now.
Dude, I think he did a great juggling act during like a once in a lifetime situation, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel too. And it's, it's over now.
Yeah.
As we've been saying.
So I think this is the final picture here.
Welcome back. You were missed.
And this guy taking a selfie.
Yeah, they forgot to put dollar signs up on that marquee. Your money was missed.
Yeah, the S and missed is dollar signs.
Yeah, we missed you so much. Oh, nobody was buying our hot dogs. That's right across the street from the hot dog vendor.
Oh, okay. That's that. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun looking through those with you.
You know, Rocco went to Disneyland yesterday. We should talk to him about his experience. I'm sure he'll talk about it on the main podcast tomorrow night if you're watching this on Saturday. Because I think he went by himself.
Yes.
And rode every ride alone.
Oh shit. Do you want to get him?
Which is probably creepy.
It seems creepy.
No, he'll talk about it on the main show. It'll be cool.
I have some videos too if you want to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Unless you want to read more stuff.
Yeah, I want to read more stuff. In New Zealand, I love New Zealand. I went to New Zealand. It's a beautiful country. They got a hell of a good coronavirus task force and response team down there. Yes. They pretty much kicked this virus's ass. And now they're moving on to bigger problems. The police in Auckland, New Zealand are threatening to track down and arrest the man who has been drawing penises around the potholes on the ground.
Give this man a medal. That's fucking awesome.
A man from Auckland, New Zealand has decided to raise awareness of the condition of the roads in his town by drawing penises around all the potholes.
Oh,
the city officials, instead of filling the potholes, no, they're going to the real source of the problem. They're going to arrest the guy who's drawing the penises. Oh, man. They're going to charge him with drawing obscene, insulting drawings, which they call a safety risk and a distraction to other drivers.
Did they capture him?
They know who it is because he's been posting on it online. So they're threatening him. They're telling him, like, you keep doing this, we're going to bust you. The guy's a hero, you know?
I think so.
Check this out, Johnny. You're into crazy new drugs and designer drugs.
I'm doing every drug.
You're always the latest to know what the kids are doing these days to get high.
We're doing K2. We're doing Jankum.
Funny you should mention Jankum.
Oh shit!
Because I think Jankum has been outdone.
Ooh, I'm hype,
dude. There's a new thing now called high meat. High meat. It's meat that you eat to get high. Oh, what is high meat, you ask?
Is it like
it's raw meat that has been left out to go rotten for over 1 year.
Oh, So you're gonna make yourself sick, and then you're gonna get high.
So apparently, there's a new trend
You're gonna get a parasite?
starting on Reddit where people have been letting their meat go rotten, and once it is adequately rancid and decomposed, they eat it. Some people say that, I'm gonna barf just thinking about this, the meat tastes better because it is cheesier and more acidic. Blech. Ah! But the best part is, it'll get you high. Your rancid cheese meat.
They'll make you die.
So you thought Jankum was good, but you want to pair Jankum with a nice cheesy rancid year-old bone-in ribeye. The year-old rancid high meat with a little sip of the Jankum will put you on another planet, from which you will never return.
And it's paired with a nice Tide Pod.
Yeah, for desserts. Ohio Senator Andrew Brenner has been caught zooming while driving.
Like a Zoom meeting?
Like a Zoom, like
What the fuck?
you have to look this up for yourself, ladies and gentlemen at home. Pause this. Google search Ohio State Senator caught zooming and driving. This guy is in a Zoom call. There's footage of this. He has a digital background of an office. But he's wearing a seatbelt, and he keeps like looking over his shoulder in the middle of the Zoom call. And every once in a while, his digital office will like clip out, and you'll just see trees in a window going behind him. Yeah. And this Ohio senator, he is maintaining that he did nothing wrong. He's like, look, I'm a busy guy. I take phone calls in the car all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take Zoom calls in the car. What's the big deal? But the controversy is that Ohio is in the middle of trying to pass all this distracted while driving legislation. They're
awesome.
literally trying to make it illegal to text or use any apps while you're driving. And one of their senators is conducting official business. Not only is he driving during the Zoom call, but he has a digital fake office, a virtual background behind him. So nobody can tell. You have to look up the video. It's fucking hilarious. Like he thought it would work. It's so bad. It's so who thought this would work?
Can't you go audio only on Zoom? Right?
Yeah, but that looks bad.
Yeah, he wanted a challenge.
It's all about optics. All right, I'll pause there before we get into some world COVID stories. But what kind of videos do you have for us?
All right, let's go down to Johnny's vid corner.
Now, this was a video you tried to show last week.
Yeah, but the audio didn't work. So I'm excited to show this this week.
Government loves you. Trust the media.
Anti-vax
You're all doing a great job. Keep wearing those masks, guys.
Little shit.
Keep wearing those masks. You two are a little bit close together. Sorry, can you guys social distance? You and the orange? Come on, you're right next to all these people over here. Come on, think of your grandparents. This is crazy. But other than that, you're all doing a great job. Trust in the narrative. Do what the news tells you. Do what the government tells you. You're all doing a great job. Congratulations. We love you. Congratulations for following the narrative and trusting the news and not questioning anything. You're all doing a great job complying with the narrative. There is definitely not a psychological operation happening when you're convinced of a reality that's based on fear that has nothing to do with what's actually happening. Fuck you! You fucking shut the fuck up!
You shut the fuck up!
Fuck
yes, dude.
You're fucking insane, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
The conspiracy theorists shouting into a megaphone, "You're fucking insane, bro!
fucking insane,
Get the
bro."
fuck out of here!"
Get the fuck away from this guy, kid. Dude, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm gonna kick you in the fucking head.
I'm gonna kick you in the head, bro.
Big psyop. We love you, people.
Oh, he called him a psyop.
Yeah, dude. No, he's just following the narrative. Here's a little mainstream narrative for you, bro.
Are you happy now? Are you happy now?
Yeah, he's happy.
We're trying to wake you people up over here.
Oh, thanks.
So there's that.
It's always so funny, by the way. I see people like
That
this
woke
all the
me up.
time. I've argued with people like this about various, not just COVID stuff, but any hot button divisive issue.
Uh-huh.
They always act as if you're a sheep. You're
Yeah.
following the narrative. you swallow any pill that is given to you. When that is so not true of me as an individual, people are always accusing me of like repeating the mainstream media narrative.
Yeah.
When I don't seek out the mainstream media narrative, you know, I try to do my own independent research and then I come back with my own thought. And then somebody says, well, you just learned that on CNN. And I'm like, I don't even fucking watch CNN.
I rarely watch CNN.
What's funny to me is that people like that guy with the megaphone often are informed by their own alternative news sources.
Yes.
And literally repeat other people's findings because they don't have any of their own evidence, because a lot of this shit is made up.
Yeah, that's why they
and
go
there
to
is no evidence.
That's why they go to like Alex Jones and like OAN.
And they
all
are
that shit.
literally repeating a unsubstantiated narrative.
Yeah.
That cannot be verified by alternative sources. Those narratives come from a single source.
Yeah.
And then they repeat them as if, wake up, everybody. Do some real thinking. Read my source and think for yourself.
Oh my God.
You know.
We should do that. We should start like a publication that's just like, we talk about every poorly rated video game and just act like they're good.
Yeah.
And so every person who likes said video game, they'd be like, see,
Yeah.
it's actually good.
My beliefs, the things that I believe, generally, I like to go with the theory of consensus. Like, there's a lot of really well-informed people that can all agree that this is probably, you know, the working theory. On, you know, talking about coronavirus specifically, but just generally in all things in life. You know, try to get an expert panel of opinions. Some people disagree. Some people have differences in opinions, you know, like you think this and I think this, and we can find some common ground. That's what I love. When people who have differentiating opinions can find common ground, because then you can say, well, no matter what angle you look at it, at least this common ground is something we can all agree on. So then we can work from there. We can build out from there.
It's funny, you know, people like when I was younger, people always say like, oh, when the alien invasion happens, that's when the world's going to come together. And I've slowly learned through COVID that that's not going to happen. Like when some type of outside entity comes in, we're going to politicize it. Yeah. It's going to be like, yo, the aliens are fucking putting their shit in our ears. Like, wear earmuffs. I'm not wearing the fucking government earmuffs, bro. Like, it's gonna be
you believe in aliens?
Yeah, you believe in aliens? I see a blue sky out. You know, it's like I feel like we're gonna politicize anything. I don't know why I went on that tangent. I think I just
no. You're right. I think I know. It's yeah. I mean, you're right. Everything is politicized these days. That's just 2021. Yeah. And it's people, I know a lot of people are like upset by it, but I just feel like, well, I mean, it is what it is. That's life. Here we are. This is the situation we find ourselves in. We just got to navigate it. So that guy got a dose of, I'm not going to say a dose of reality. When you take it to the street, you get a street reaction. The president of Tanzania is upset. He has a theory that his country has some bullshit COVID tests. Because...
Did you say that? Was that a direct quote?
Yeah, it is a direct quote. Tanzanian President John Magufuli has poured scorn on coronavirus test kits imported to his country after they reportedly confirmed coronavirus in a goat and a papaya.
How do you fucking this fucking papaya?
Yo,
sick, dude.
They thought their coronavirus tests were bullshit, so they're like, test this papaya. Yeah, it says the papaya is fucking positive. God damn these fucking tests! Where'd these fucking tests come from?
I want to meet the person who suggested to test the papaya.
They tested a goat, and it says the goat is positive. Well, maybe the goat is positive.
That makes sense.
Are there any reports of a positive test of the goat? I don't fucking know. What are we gonna do? Hold on. Test this. The papaya? The rest is history.
Did they put a swab in the papaya?
Yeah, one of those reused swabs from Indonesia.
Fuck.
Illinois' parents arrested and jailed for kids missing school after the family had opted into distance learning.
What?
So an Illinois school district has reopened their schools for in-person learning, but they gave some parents the option to do distance learning.
Okay.
Well, some parents, after choosing the option for distance learning, are now having police come to their house and arrest them and saying, yeah, your kids aren't showing up for school.
Wait,
Dude,
okay. Are they zooming while driving too?
They're not zooming when driving, but like, cops need to take a fucking day off.
Yeah, dude.
I think they just need to take like a break from all the bullshit. You know, this is not the time for another bad cop. Like, just when you thought all the shit was blowing over. Oh, it's been a week since I've heard a bad cop story. You know, all that Derek Chauvin shit happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to. Oh wait, what's the latest story? Oh, they're arresting parents. They're arresting parents for not sending the kids to school. And then the superintendent of the school, essentially, in this story, he has a list of parents and he sends it out to the cops. And then he goes,
like a fucking hit list.
Yeah, and he said, yeah, and he's basically like, look, enough is enough. Like, we have to send a message. And he goes, we want to put the kids first. Okay.
Sounds like a Godfather.
Okay. We want to put the kids first. You know, the kids aren't showing up to in-person learning. That's a problem.
So cap their parents.
Arrest the kid's mom. That'll make the kid feel better. That'll motivate the kid to come back to class, dude. His grades are going to skyrocket.
I'm still laughing at it. Can the cops just take a day off?
Yeah, dude.
That's really funny.
Seriously. It would do them good from a PR standpoint. Here's a funny story from Europe. A Belgian farmer accidentally moved the French border. A Belgian farmer found a stone on his property that was in the way of his tractor. So he moved the stone 8 feet over. Turns out that stone was a marker of the French-Belgian border that had been set up post the Napoleonic Wars. That stone had been placed there in the year 1819 and marked the border of France and Belgium. And this farmer has officially expanded the borders of Belgium,
dude,
and reduced the borders of France.
That's like
by 8 feet.
That's how you start a war.
That is how you start a war. And the politicians in France and Belgium are being real, like, you know what? We're not going to go to war over this.
We might have to execute a farmer,
though. They're being funny about it. They're being funny about it. They're like,
good.
yo, you know, in the past, this would be a big problem. You know, a lot of people die over a thing like this. And they're saying, like, they're making jokes about it, but then it's like, it's a stern warning to the guy. It's like, well, we're not going to have any problems as long as the farmer is willing to be amicable about this.
Oh my God.
So basically, it's, hey, put the stone back or else. This is the French government telling you, put the rock back. Expanded the border.
This is going to be like the 500 blows.
The mayor of the Belgian town that the farmer lives in is stoked. He says, I'm not gonna pursue this. I'm just happy to know that my town is now 8 feet bigger. France is the ones they're like, put it back and we won't have a problem. World War III might break out on this farmer's property.
Over a stone.
Okay, I got a couple more stories, but they're pretty funny, so I'll save them.
Okay.
Do you have any more
yes
videos?
This is a lot, but there's a part 2 to it that I accidentally stumbled on. I accidentally stumbled upon a part 2, similar to how we stumbled upon that woman who got arrested twice.
Okay.
So here we go. It's a man in Costco.
Do y'all see this? I got 8 Costco employees. Is anybody tired of this tyranny?
Tyranny. No.
Tyranny. You love tyranny. You get out. You get out. You get out.
By the way, pause.
Sure.
This is America, and we have the right to love tyranny if we want.
Yeah.
If you want to say, like the guy goes, does anybody love tyranny? And we go, yeah, we do. He gets fucking mad. Like, that's our right. As an American, you can have an opinion.
I love everyone over the tyranny.
No. What the fuck? All right, let's keep going. This is good.
No more masks. No more masks. No more
It bums me how much this dude reminds me of my dad.
masks.
I'll say.
No more masks. We're out of here. Let's leave. No more masks. No more masks. No more masks. No more.
This is a temper tantrum.
No more masks. No more masks.
Did he come to Costco just to do this?
I guess so. I think there's a bunch of people.
No more masks.
But
No more. You know what the funny thing is? In 6 months or a year from now, you're going to be looking for people like me to stand for you.
What? What?
Where's the men at?
What do you mean?
Where's the freaking men at?
Where's
that
the
will
freaking
stand
men
for your
at?
liberty?
Is there civil war coming?
I
Where's
guess
the
so.
men that will stand for liberty once again?
That's a cool arrowhead necklace.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute.
Liberty comes.
So like an obsidian on stainless steel.
So
Beautiful.
You ready for part 2?
Well, real quick.
Yeah.
This guy's kind of charming. There's something
Holy
about
shit.
he does have a leadership quality.
Yeah.
There's a quality to his voice, and there's a conviction and a confidence. This
Yeah.
guy's a natural born leader. I will give him that, but I don't believe in his message. I don't support his cause. I am ready for part 2. Let's go.
I think part 2 is going to undo everything. All right, here we go.
You're afraid, wear the mask. Stop dictating my life because you're afraid. If you feel the mask works, then why are you worried about me? Sure you are. Okay. Yeah, okay. You're so funny. Go inside with your mask. If the mask works, you're free to wear it. If the mask works, protect yourself from me. Why do I need to wear a mask? Look at the short guy. Oh, you're so everyone, look at the short guy. Your dick is this big. But his dick is this big. But your dick.
Dude, he shut him down. He shut him down with such a basic insult.
I was going to
Look at the short guy, and the dude couldn't mentally shut down, started insulting the penis size. That's so good.
as a short man myself, seeing him in a wide shot, I'm like, fuck, that's exactly my body right there. Like, I have the same proportions as this fucking guy. But dude, wow, like everything you said before, it's like, yo, this guy's a leader. And then some guy was like, look at the short guy.
Yeah,
and then
he
he's
couldn't
like,
handle it.
he fucking fell apart. So, there's the 1-2 punch of that.
Yeah,
I have more videos, but
that was good. I don't understand the whole. Now the anti-mask narrative has changed.
Yes.
Now that the pandemic is winding down, it's like, I don't want to live in fear. Wearing masks is a sign of fear.
yeah, I don't like it got politicized.
Dude.
That was the fear in the beginning, was that it was going to become politicized.
It's so funny because at no point is fear a factor
No.
in a thing that protects you.
exactly.
Like when I use an oven mitt to pull a hot pan out of the oven, it's not that I'm afraid of the oven or that I fear the hot pan.
Yeah.
I just know that grabbing a hot pan will burn me. The oven mitt is a tool to protect me from getting burned,
Yeah, exactly. And also on the converse side of that, it's like technically it protects other people, so it's like a kind thing to do.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's a courteous. thing.
It's like opening the door for someone so that to have these people be like, I am not afraid.
It's a
what are you
communal
doing?
thing. Like you wear the mask to take care of other people in your community.
Yeah.
So for somebody to say like, I'm not afraid, it's like, you're not afraid of what? You're not afraid of not taking care of other people in your community?
Exactly.
Fucking congratulations.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You don't give a shit about other people. I'm glad you're not afraid about being a fucking selfish prick. But I wouldn't go around broadcasting that.
dude, for real.
Food for thought.
There you go.
All right, what else you got?
All right, let's do this.
Scared of needles. That's me.
This guy's getting the vaccine.
I don't want to be a bully, but is that really a guy?
I have no clue.
Because that is a very high pitched scream, and I'm sorry. I just assume that's like somebody's mom or something.
It might be.
That's definitely somebody's mom. That's amazing. That's a work of art.
You think so?
Yeah.
I agree.
So
Are you scared of needles?
I don't want to say I'm afraid of needles. When I was a kid, I was afraid of needles.
Me too.
What kid isn't afraid of needles? I would say I don't fucking like needles. I don't see a needle and be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And in fact, when I do see a needle, it does not scare me, but it gives me like anxiety. Like, I don't want that shit going into me.
Yeah.
When I got my vaccine, both shots, I didn't see a single needle on purpose. I made sure that I was strategically looking at a place a needle would never be. I never looked down or even below waist level anywhere in the vaccination center. I didn't look at any other patient getting vaccinated. I didn't want to see a needle. And I tried to really not think about it. And it was super painless.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I had a very positive experience with that. Like, I wish every shot I've ever gotten was as painless as the vaccine. Cause I guess they're just very tiny needles. The last shot I got was a tetanus shot.
Yeah.
That's a very thick needle and that shit hurt so bad. For me, needles, I'm not really afraid. I mean, as a kid I was. For me, what gets me is like prolonged, like giving blood, like having to be in there for a while. That bugs me out. Or like an IV. I don't like that.
I don't like
I hate that
either,
feeling where it's just in there for too long.
I went to, I had to get my blood drawn a few years ago and I was so tense. I was like clenching my fist and the nurse literally like wiped my hand and just went like, relax.
Yeah.
And it was almost like kind of embarrassing. Like, oh, I am being a little bitch, aren't I? And so, it's not that bad.
I hate that feeling. It's like weird. It you feel it inside of you.
Yeah. It makes you squirm.
And then on top of that, like as you lose blood, you start to like kind of get a little faint. And it's like, I hate having to give blood.
Yeah.
But.
Okay. Check this out.
Sure.
Snow days. Here is the true victim of the pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. Snow days canceled in New York City.
You're not getting a day off for the next like 2 years, kids. I'm so sorry. You are fucked.
New York City
sorry.
public schools have announced that after going virtual in the classroom for 2020,
I'm sorry.
They have now developed the infrastructure to where they deem there is no logical reason why students should miss school
forever
for a snow day or for any emergency.
That breaks my heart.
From now on, any emergency that would impede a student from attending school just means that they will do distance learning for that day.
Holy shit.
You're welcome. The pandemic has officially killed snow days.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's the biggest heartbreaker of all.
I was gonna make a joke about how the school buses were gonna get like 4-wheel drive or something because they're gonna drive through the snow. But oh man, they're gonna have to do that fucking laptop shit.
All the kids,
that sucks.
All the little.
I'm so glad I'm not in school.
All the little shit kids. This whole pandemic, be like, I'm a kid. I'm not gonna get infected. I'm not gonna get the vaccine. I'm a kid. Well, guess what? No consequences for me. I'm a kid. The pandemic's great. I get to summer vacation for a year straight. Well, we're going to get you back, you little shits.
We're going to fuck up a whole generation of kids who like had to deal with this. And then on top of it, they're never going to have a snow day ever again.
I hope you enjoyed your 2-year summer vacation.
Oh my God.
Because you ain't ever getting a vacation ever again. Snow days are canceled. I grew up in San Diego. I never had a snow day. I never had a single day off of school for any reason other than a bomb threat was called into my middle school once, and every kid there fucking loved it. Yeah. And they actually had to make a statement to the kids like,
don't do this.
I know y'all liked your day off from school. If any of you call in one of these, you're going to jail.
Was there ever did they ever call off school because it was too hot out? I've had that. I've had that happen
That's
before.
not a thing.
In New Jersey, it has.
That's not a thing.
When it was like up to like 110.
Can I tell you how bullshit it is? In California, you don't get out of fucking school. Really? We had rolling blackouts in the early 2000s where at any given moment, the power in your city could be shut off. Even then, we would remain in school. You'd be in school and the fucking lights would go out and the power would go off and they would just open up the windows and be like, all right, take out your books. We're just going to keep on going. You'd have school during rolling blackouts.
I would get off so when it would snow, it had to snow like a shit ton for us to get off. Or we'd get a half day.
We had a lot of half days.
Yeah, so like half days, I feel like were mostly the norm. but it would have to snow like 12 inches to get
Did you have
from
a
school.
half day once a week?
No. If it snowed, maybe, but
So
not.
the thing is, in middle school growing up here, I had a half day every week.
Okay.
1 day a week would be a half day. So it's a trade-off. The Chinese government, they're on thin fucking ice.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Get
Let me
TikTok
tell you.
out of here.
Let me tell you. Strike one. You created coronavirus in a lab.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go into it, but you know what you did. You fucking know what you did. You leaked that shit on the world. Bad on you.
That's just a funny statement to make.
Strike two.
TikTok.
You put out TikTok after you caused this giant shitstorm.
Yeah. And I can't stop watching.
You
so.
start stealing my fucking data.
Yeah.
And you're trying to outdo YouTube, my livelihood. Okay. But now strike three with the Chinese government. And I'm tired of the bullshit. Huge Chinese rocket core falling out of control.
Oh,
back to
I heard
Earth.
about this.
A hulking, listen to this story.
Dude, yeah.
A hulking out of control Chinese rocket core is currently pinwheeling around the globe once every 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's no telling exactly when or where it will come crashing down to Earth in a potentially dangerous re-entry.
I watched a video about this and the guy was like, yeah, so if you live in this area, you better watch out. And it was just a picture of the whole globe. Like it was like, oh shit, for real? Like that might land here at any moment.
The object is 30 meters tall. So is that like 90 feet, 100 feet tall? 21 tons. So that's 42,000 pounds. And it's left over from China's long March 5B rocket, which carried a bunch of bullshit into space. They're saying it could land as far south as Chile or New Zealand and as far north as New York State. Look at the globe. Chile in South America, New York State up here. That's how wide the fucking pitcher's box is on this Chinese baseball from space.
Dude.
If this shit fucking lands in America, that's the final straw. That's the fucking final straw, China. You've pulled enough shit on us already.
We're making jokes. That would be a fucking tragedy. Like, that'd be fucked up.
China, they're building fucking man-made islands so they can put military bases all over the Pacific Ocean.
Oh my God.
They have a fucking gnarly nuclear program. I'm not going to go into why COVID-19 was developed in a laboratory or what they were trying to do with that shit.
I'm trying to study it.
But fucking throwing a fucking rocket on our heads, you've gone too far. The COVID-19 in a laboratory thing, by the way, I heard that from you.
Yes.
And I never read that in a story, but you said that conversationally, and I've just accepted that as true.
I watched remember that dude that worked from the CDC who had like the neck beard, the white neck beard?
I don't remember him.
Okay. Well, he got fired, I think, by Trump, right? I think someone fired him. And he did a whole documentary. I know we just talked about how we don't watch CNN, but he did a documentary on CNN about it. And he was like, hey, I'm not here to, say they did it maliciously, but viruses just don't get that infectious by themselves. And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, I think they were testing to try to figure out more stuff about SARS, and they're testing with bats. And he was like, the way we research viruses is we'll put them in a situation where they'll get more contagious to like test how they act. And he's like, I think they were doing that, and it just kind of, someone might not have been wearing the corrective gear. Sometimes those gears have holes in them. Yeah. And it could have just gotten out. He was saying like it might not have been malicious, but he really thinks that it was through studying SARS that this happened. Which I think, and there is that that whole research center near Wuhan. So
hey, it's a hell of a book. It's a good thriller. If you're interested, if you like to read, pick up The Hot Zone. It came out in like 1992. It's about a potential Ebola outbreak based on a true story that happened here in America. Luckily, it was contained within an animal research laboratory, and the government had to send in like the highest level of military biologists in these incredible hazmat suits that were like triple layered. And that book kind of talks about the precautions in a highly viral situation are so high because, you can be infected so quickly. Yeah. Just by like, dude, you ever put a rubber glove on and it breaks? Like, it's that easy.
Exactly.
So, crazy. My final story of the day is a new study coming from the University of Michigan's Department of Social Psychology suggests that men who wear Ralph Lauren polo shirts are more likely to cheat. So,
dude, I think that's like, that might be like scientifically fucking proven.
I just love how hyper specific that is.
I just got such a vivid like image of a person too. I was like, yeah, no.
Men who wear Ralph Lauren polo shirts are more likely to cheat and are less interested in having families. This new study from the University of Michigan suggests. And there's this awesome photo in the study of a dude with the biggest polo shirt logo. So apparently, the bigger the logo is on your shirt, the more likely you are to be an unfaithful partner. And there's all this psychology about projecting wealth and its connection with having multiple partners. And men who don't like to project their wealth are more likely to have long-term relationships and stable relationships and be more interested in developing families. And they statistically found that Ralph Lauren in particular was a huge sign of infidelity. Which means I gotta throw away my Ralph Lauren's because that's,
I'm trying to start a family.
It's a red flag.
My dad wears a lot of Ralph Lauren polos, and I want to like,
dude, you should email him this story.
Yeah, I'm going to
email him this story.
Sure. I was about to search his Instagram to see if I could find a photo.
That's hilarious.
I want to blow up his spot.
Is he married?
No.
Well, there you go. All right. Do you have any more videos for us?
I got a final video here. This might be my blood boiler of the week. So.
Okay. It's been a while since we had Sean's rant.
Dude, I know. I keep forgetting. We should call him. It's late though.
Dude, it's after midnight here.
He's up.
Well, hello. Happy Sunday.
What was this, fucking Sprouts?
I had to go into the restroom before I started my live, and I just
pause
stopped
real quick. I always tell you to pause. This is clearly
It looks like a Whole Foods, or
like a Whole Foods, or like a new wave or new age organic food grocery store. Basically, this is a place where hippies shop. What I'm saying.
Yeah, she just said she started her Instagram live and she's going straight for the tea section.
And there's a whole culture out there of new age anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers who just don't believe in Western medicine to begin with and are highly suspicious.
That's what I wanted to say.
Of authority and the government to begin with.
Is we've got the atypical Karen, the like, I'm not wearing a mask, fuck you, I'm gonna like throw some shit in the store. I wanted to get the new age hippie Karen.
Okay, that's who we have here now.
Yeah.
I had to go into the restroom before I started my live, and I just stopped in to
that's an employee telling the lady to leave.
Oh, you can please leave. The exit is over there.
Market. I've already been notified. Right. Yeah, thanks, Steve. I've been notified. I'm okay. That's okay. You don't have to wait on me.
I do.
You're the one that's wasting time and harassing, just to make it really clear.
Yep.
No, we don't. I haven't done anything to hurt anybody. I'm not harming anyone.
It's so besides the point.
Grab tea and then I'll be done.
Oh, the way she talks, the sing-songiness, like hurts my brain.
The sing-songiness is this weird mental disassociative thing where
it's like passive aggressive.
The situation is fucked up and you're trying to pretend that it's okay. It's the same thing you do to a child when they're scared. You sing a song to calm them down, to kind of pretend like it's not a serious situation, but it's definitely like a fight or flight mental defense mechanism when you're getting into a fighting situation. It's a disarming technique.
I do not touch satanic devices.
What is she talking about?
I think that's the name of the episode this week. I don't touch satanic devices.
Satanic devices in Whole Foods.
Yeah. Well, he's asking her to put on a mask. So, as you say, I don't touch satanic devices.
Dude, the whole idea of like people using demonology or like a fear of demons as like an actual reason to not participate in like society. Like, no, I'm not going to do that because, my personal religious views, I think that thing is possessed by a monster.
I love that
dude,
shit.
that is textbook clinical psychosis. Like, you need to be checked into the loony bin.
Check this out. I don't know the name of it, but there's a great video on YouTube of this guy going through like each Pokemon and talking about how they're satanic. It's awesome.
We'll put that up on next week's episode.
I'll try to find that.
I do not touch satanic devices.
What's a satanic device? A mask?
I think so.
Like, did Satan develop the mask?
And then you get like a kind of a picture of her friend here.
Which we're going to just assume is like a mirror image of her.
Yeah, I assume it's...
That's basically what I assume she looks like.
I heard you. I actually heard the other lady that told me that. Okay, thanks. Are these coffee creamers?
What?
Ooh.
Dude, she's not even in reality. She's like doing doublethink. Like, yes, sir, I'm talking to you. I'm acknowledging that I heard you. Ooh, coffee creamers. Ooh, I'm going to get a little shopping done. I'm going to pretend that this person who works in this store is not making me feel really uncomfortable because I'm psychotic.
Yeah, that was like a next level scary situation. She like is like she's like gaslighting him.
She's actively participating in two dual realities at the same time, bouncing back and forth between both of them and expecting everybody around her to keep up.
Yeah, I feel like she's causing the guy working there to be like, am I the crazy one? Like, maybe masks are bullshit. Like, I feel like she's just being so, like, when someone's being very reactionary, I feel like it's easy to be like, all right, sir, get out of here. We're calling the cops. But her just being like, I've already been notified. Like, thank you. You're doing a great job. And then they're like, ma'am, you need to put your mask on.
I'm not envious of people who have to be in retail during this whole situation and put up with that. But
everyone who worked in retail these past 2 years, you deserve a fucking
deserve a raise. Yeah. But when I worked in retail, I, believe it or not, really enjoyed interacting with the crazy customers because I felt like I could always see this behavior coming a mile away. The crazy customers, here's the thing about them. They always think they're outsmarting you when they're fucking not. They are so transparent with what they are trying to accomplish, and they think like you can't see it when really you have to be courteous as an employee of a corporation. You have to have a shit-eating grin on. You have to take their bullshit with a smile and give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, even though you know they're being a fucking psycho, even though you know they're trying to make a political statement, you have to pretend like, oh, I know you don't know any better. I know this is just a simple mistake. And then they take you at face value like, wow, you're really stupid. You don't know I'm making a political statement. And it's like, no, I fucking know, but I'm trying to keep my job and get you out of the store.
Yeah.
There's just this level of condescending and assumption that you're really dumb. And that's the worst part about having to put up with these people is like, they assume you're really stupid when it's like, bro, I know what you're doing. It's clear as day. You're really stupid because you don't know that I realize what you're doing.
I just, I'm glad I found that because I'm so used to seeing all these like people screaming in public and saying like, no mask, and that fucking dude like having everyone chant, and this woman just being so calm and so like evil. Yeah. It just really fucking made my like soul hurt.
Well, that was Johnny's blood boiler for the week. It was a calm blood boiler. It was a good one. Hey, you know what? That brings us to the end of this episode.
It does.
I thought that was a great episode.
Me too.
We had some good stories. We had some good videos. Like I said, we are working on some awesome new guests for the coming episode, so be sure to tune in, and you're going to tune in anyways because you are our loyal fan base and you love us.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Shouts out.
And we love
watching.
doing this show.
Yeah.
If you really love us, if you really want to be in the top 1% of our super fan base, show us some support. Go to shop.mega64.com. Pick up a shirt or a sticker pack or some media or some toys, anything you want, it's all there. We got something that you're going to appreciate, something that you're going to want is available at shop.mega64.com. And be sure to follow us on social media. On Twitter, I am Gustavo.
I am Catboy_Slim.
And on Instagram, I am Derek Acosta only.
I flipped it. That's me on Instagram. I'm at Johnny13 on Twitter.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can see updates about what we're doing, our side projects, our personal life, or some behind the scenes pictures and videos from the Mega64 studio here. We'll be back in just 1 week with more news about this crazy world we live in. So until then, stay cool, stay safe,
stay clean,
stay hot. KIT. We'll see you next time for more Mega64antine.